Today on Suncoast View, a Suncoast staple is ready for renovation, and the city of Northport wants to hear what you want to see at Warm Mineral Springs Park.
They have their own culture and camaraderie, and what is with that wave every time they see each other on the road? Today, we're going to learn about Jeep drivers and all that makes the iconic cars unique.
And it's a new twist on some classic composers. We'll preview Gilbert and Sullivan Unplugged from the Florida Studio Theater. All that and more right now on Suncoast View.
Welcome to the show. Happy Friday, everybody.
Oh, we made it.
Yay, we always
Where
love
have you been my
Fridays.
whole week?
Welcome back to Maria Shadler-Luera as well from Any Given Child Sarasota. Great to have you with us.
Thanks for having me again.
How's the school routine going at your house? Does the week seem long?
They do. They're long, and all of the extracurricular activities also are back.
Oh, yes.
It's hard,
busy.
isn't it?
They have as long
Really
a day
busy.
as we do, right?
Absolutely, even longer sometimes.
It is amazing sometimes when I think about, oh my gosh, it's 7 o'clock. I'm glad I'm not the one going to practice and rehearsals, I mean, it really is hard, but kids have energy and we don't.
Yep.
But they're still going when I get home.
Right.
I get home before the little kids do.
Right, yeah, and you're tired, and I'm
I'm tired.
and we all are, but that's
And
why
I
they're
get tired
kids.
watching you, and if you get tired watching them, then I can't even look at them.
There ought to be a lot more sleeping going
Yes.
on.
Well,
I
you know
agree.
what? Linda says she's tired, but I was home in bed quite early last night. Linda was out on the town, which is okay, and I love that you do this. But you started your weekend a little early, my friend.
I did. I went to see Diva and Mitten, Sound of Mantra. My son wanted to see this so bad, he got stuck in Atlanta with the Weather Channel because of the hurricane. So my daughter Kathy and I went. And the funny thing was, you see I have cough drops right here hidden? Well, I have them in my purse. So during the show, I picked up my purse and started rumbling through, looking for cough drops, hoping nobody would see me. I finally put it down and saw the woman next to me really staring at me, and I realized it was her purse. It wasn't mine.
Stop it.
Oh, I was so embarrassed.
Oh, I love that. I love that she didn't stop you, though, and she just let you go through her purse.
Next time if you sit by me, please bring cough drops. But the man
So
in the
did you
show-
just whisper, oh, I'm sorry?
I
What
did
you
when the
do?
lights went on. I said, really, look, I have cough drops in my purse. That's
And
what I was looking for.
Oh, that is beyond hysterical.
That's
But the couple that were
amazing.
doing the show, we were sitting real up close, and he was they were life partners, but he was an older man. And so during the chanting, you could hear her say to him, "Are you asleep? Are you asleep?" And then he said, "Welcome to Saratoga, everybody." And she said, "It's Sarasota." So I didn't feel so
Was
bad.
that funny, or were you kind of annoyed?
No, because they really didn't want you to hear it. It wasn't
Oh,
like
it was
a
just 'cause
joke.
you were so
It wasn't
close.
a joke. It was because we were so close.
I was at the same show, Linda, but I was way up high, so I
So
didn't
you
hear
didn't
that.
know any of this. You didn't know that Linda was stealing from someone's purse.
Your purse was
You
safe,
didn't.
which is good.
Yes.
And I didn't get to hear that. So.
Oh, that's very
Didn't
funny.
you love the show?
I loved it. Yes, it was
nice.
very nice.
It's a big weekend at the
It
Opera
is.
House because then they have a taste of downtown,
Right, food
which
and
is
wine
great. Yeah,
coming up too.
Linda's story about the purse makes me think of I was at a show once and I was watching and I kept hearing this click, and it would happen every like 15, 30 seconds, and then I kept hearing it, and I looked over, and a woman was clipping her fingernails at the
Ew!
show.
That's
And
not okay.
So I thought, number one, that's loud. Like if I can hear it, they can hear it. But then I thought,
That's gross.
where are the clippings going?
On the floor. Where do you
Right.
think?
Oh my
In the
gosh.
seat for
And
you to sit on the
I
next
said, if
time.
she does her toes, I am calling an usher because this is too much.
I did sit next to a friend at a ball game, and I was eating peanuts and throwing the shells on the floor. And then I realized they were all going in her purse. She had a purse full of
So if you
shells.
sit next to Linda, check your bag. I think
Yeah,
is the lesson
seriously.
here.
Boy, you guys are a lot of fun. I should not stay home and go to bed
Oh,
on
I
Thursday
love
nights.
this.
This is a lot of fun. Well, we're kicking off the weekend right. And what better way to do it than a friend in the kitchen? In our Rice's Appliance Kitchen today, we welcome back Chef Jason from Brio Tuscan Grill at University Town Center. Sure smells great. What are we making?
We're going to be producing our half chicken. It's going to be just getting us ready for that fall time. Some nice warm flavors.
Warm flavors, but we need
good.
some cool temperatures so we can sit on your patio, which
We're
is one
hoping
of,
for it.
oh my gosh, one of the best parts of Brio, of course, is that amazing patio. So we look forward to that and learning more about the chicken. So we are actually the ones left here today. I hate to say it.
Yeah.
Because we had the opportunity to go to Walt Disney World and experience the brand new Toy Story attraction. And Joey decided to send the millennials.
I don't know what I was thinking, especially this morning, because I've been running around like a crazy person.
So we have two younger
miss them.
producers. Yes, that are honestly, we cannot get through a show without them. Obviously, they're not here today, and it's been scary for us to do this. But I suddenly was thinking this morning, wait, they're like off having this amazingly fun day in Disney.
Yeah, they're checking out Toy Story Land.
Yeah, we said, don't worry about us.
Right,
We'll
well,
be fine.
In fact, I believe we said, no, we've got show tickets, and I had a kids' football game. It would be better if you guys go. Well, just to make us sad that they're having the fun and we're not, they sent us a little video preview. Let's take a look.
Hey Suncoast View team, we are just getting ready to head over to Toy Story Land. We're going to get a whole bunch of interviews and get you some great things to see this Monday.
We are so excited to check out all that Toy Story Land has to offer. We'll see you Monday. Bye!
They are going to have a ball. And I think, honestly, we did send the right two people because...
Absolutely.
Did he have curlers in
No,
his
that was
hair?
that was the Slinky Dog. He was wearing
Oh,
the
a Slinky Dog. Looked like those old-fashioned curlers.
Yes.
That's hysterical.
So all week, knowing that they were going, they have been having little meetings of like, okay, well, what do we do? Where will we go? And it's been really fun, and I've been pretending like I'm not listening because it's
Right.
happening in my office. But it's really fun to watch them, and it just reminds me of how excited I was when I was young.
Yeah, well, absolutely. And you did send the right two. It's good for them to learn
Right.
learn the field production without us barking orders at them.
There's a whole lot of running around.
And
involved in
you know
this.
what? And it's kind of 95 degrees, and it's a lot of
it's
walking.
true.
But they've got really good orders, so they're going to be coming back on the show on Monday, and they're not only going to tell us their impression of it, but they're going for you, Linda, so you can know, okay, if I want to take the grandkids, these are the things that I'll
that's
like or
good
not
to
like.
know.
They're going for Maria and Stephanie.
Right.
If I want to take my kids that are a little bit older, where do I
Right.
want to take them?
Can I keep the teenagers happy there?
Yeah,
all that
where
kind
can
of
I
thing.
feed them? Are the rides okay? What are the lines like? So they're going to give us the inside scoop for anyone who goes to
Do
Toy
they
Story
serve
Land.
cocktails in this park?
I don't know if they're going for that one. I think you and I'll have to do that
all
legwork.
right. That's our job. We'll check it out later. And I believe they do, by the way, because I think it's Hollywood Studios, correct? I
yes,
think
yes.
we're safe. I think we're safe. All right, it is time for our first hot topic. And the city of Northport wants to hear what you think about the future of warm mineral springs. So Northport is working on a master plan for the park for all 80 acres of the tourist attraction. They're trying to figure out what services and amenities should be offered to visitors. So the plan is to renovate this park over the next 2 years. And I think the question for many of us is, how important is this to our area?
Well, I think it's a great attraction. You know, so many people moved here from around the Russia area, around that area, to be there. They say, a lot of people believe this was the original fountain of youth that was discovered. And I think it could be a great attraction. It does need some updating, though, and they could add a lot of things. I mean, a lot of our things like jungle gardens and Selby and things like
Right,
that,
good point.
once they were really fixed up, they were wonderful. So I think we need to get in there and do some work.
I have a group of young friends that really enjoy going, and they'll go on the weekends. And they just said it's relaxing and it's nice to sit there. It's a nice thing to do on the weekend. They had told me about it right before the springs closed for a period of time, so
Yeah.
I've never gotten to experience it. But I keep hearing great things, and you know, it is a nice attraction that is not the beach or some of these other areas that we keep
Well,
going
and it's
to.
different. I think it could use a little promotion. I mean,
Yeah.
you know me, I'm always
Yeah.
about marketing anything. I mean, I did a little research because I have never been there. It is supposedly has the highest concentration of more than 51 minerals of anything
Yes.
natural around, like in the whole country.
Wow.
So we always talk about, you know, whether we like it or not, we are a destination at this point. You know, put it on the list of things to do
Yes.
and to experience and to make it a little more
It just
aesthetic.
needs to be more glamorous.
Updated, maybe?
Yes, updated
Yeah.
a lot. But you know, in Japan, they have warm mineral springs that people flock to, but they're very glamorous and they have beautiful hotels, but they're so popular there.
Well, I think this could be that. I mean,
Yeah.
look at all
Right.
the growth that we have, and you know, growth south is
Well, the
happening just
Braves
as
are
much.
coming. Now you're going to have
Sure.
a spring training crowd going farther south to that area. I think this is a wonderful thing to market. You know, heal your aches and pains or relieve your tensions and all
That
that.
airport too that's going down in
Oh,
Punta
that's
Gorda.
right.
So
Yeah,
that
very
would be a
close.
nice draw, especially because I think, you know, they're planning that big resort down
Right,
there. So
right.
that's a nice another little quick trip from there.
And once again, we're seeing public input being considered. So now it'll be interesting. Do the Northport residents want it to get bigger and more popular? Because as is often the case,
maybe not.
they may not. So it's the constant struggle here on the Suncoast. It's hard to be popular. That's what we've learned. It's hard to be popular.
That's what I hear.
Hard to be paradise.
So Sarasota's last video rental store, Video Renaissance, has closed its doors, and now there's an effort to preserve the tens of thousands of movies that were collected during its more than 30 years in business. So two video fans are crowdfunding. They've started a GoFundMe account in order to raise $40,000. They want to buy parts of this unique Video Renaissance collection and then donate it to the Sarasota Library System. Many of these movies are rare, out of print, and just simply not available anywhere else, even services like Netflix and Amazon. The fundraising deadline is September 22nd. What do you think about this?
Oh, it would be a great idea to preserve that.
I agree. I mean, this
Absolutely.
collection took years and years, and the knowledge that Terry and Bill have for all films. I mean, you don't get that by anything digital. You know, Netflix might recommend, oh, you watched
Right.
Orange is the New Black, maybe you'll like this. It's not the same as going in and asking someone, hey, I really liked this movie, and then having that person instantly say, oh, here's 5 more that you'll like. So I think their collection should be preserved.
Yes, it's
Absolutely.
our history,
Yeah.
the history of movie
Absolutely.
making.
Well, I
actually.
think we're all kind of struggling that with even our personal collections. You know, I mean, I don't have anything rare and unusual, but I have all the Disney classics on DVD. You know, and it's like, what do? You
Right.
know, will anybody even be able to play them?
Yeah, that's
the next
it, right.
generation. You know, I mean, I'm sure the library has their own set, so I don't feel like I need to be donating there. But you can't sell them. I mean,
Right,
nobody
right.
wants to buy
No,
them.
nobody else has a place to
No,
play
but
them.
I mean, I know with music archives how much we've really grown to love what Sarasota County has done with that fashion. So to do the same similar thing with movies, I think there's a big
Oh,
market
yes,
for
it's
that.
a
And
must,
nice
it's a
way
must.
to remember that store. There's a lot of nostalgia for that store, and if
Yeah.
it did have its own section in one of our local libraries, what a great way to keep that story going. I hope to see it get funded.
I do too. And by the way, I did see some talk about well, why aren't they just donating them to begin with? You know, this is somebody's retirement. This is somebody's business. You know, I
Yes.
see no reason not to crowdfund and allow
Absolutely.
him
Yes.
to have some income on the back end because someone devoted 30 years of their life to this.
Yes.
And, you know,
Absolutely.
they deserve to have that pay off a little bit too. So a nice way, hopefully, we can get this accomplished. So Oktoberfest is the weeks-long German celebration known for beer, Bavarian food, parades. But these days it's known for something else as well. Bosoms, you know, sexy costumes. Well, everything's gotten sexy, really sexy. But it's causing some problems because the celebration dates back to the 1800s. And some of the Germans say, the girls never used to look like this. So tourists who come to celebrate Oktoberfest are apparently dressing very scantily. It's actually called a dirndl. That is the native dress. But they've gotten really low cut and really short, and they now leave little to the imagination, the Germans say. This look has nothing to do with their heritage and is simply cheapening the celebration. What do you think about that? And I bet, Maria, you could probably tell some stories about this happening in
Yes.
Central and South America with
Absolutely.
native
We
costume.
have big Oktoberfests in Brazil as well. And it's true. I think, you know, for every holidays you will see that right now happening. Halloween also, and how every time the costumes get shorter and shorter. And I think it is too much. I mean, for me, it's getting together. We always love a reason to party.
Right.
So it's great, but you don't have to. I think it's too much to add that because you have
Well,
so many, and then it loses.
Especially if it's in
history.
another country. That's their heritage. And
Yes.
we should dress like they do when we're there and not try to be so not try to sort of insult
Right.
and demean what they're wearing. Now, I think they did wear lower cut dresses in the old days. Yes, because, well, they did in the South because you couldn't even show your wrists or your ankles. So you have to go somewhere. So I think they
But
did
you were
wear
allowed
lower
to
cut.
show your chest?
I think they, you look at some of those old things in Victorian days. Yeah,
They were low cut that much.
very
huh?
low.
Well, yeah, because right, the legs were the thing. You
Right, you couldn't
an
see
ankle.
No,
legs.
you couldn't
But
see an
this
ankle.
is a sign of all the different costumes. Like this took us down a rabbit hole that
Yeah,
HR.
you have to
I
admit
might get in
this.
trouble
Admit
for.
what you did.
There's I looked up sexy Halloween costumes. cartoons and it was like sexy grilled cheese, sexy corn on the cob, sexy Dorothy from The Wizard of Oz. All these things that don't need to be sexy.
You have gotten sexy.
Yeah,
Right.
Yeah,
like
for
if you want to
Halloween.
be sexy, then go as like a cat or a Playboy bunny or something, but don't turn someone's heritage into, I'm a sexy nun, you know, like it just doesn't make sense.
Yes.
Sexy referee is my favorite.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, sexy
Yeah.
football ref. 'Cause
Never
you know
seen one of those.
Thank you. You know they often wear low-cut striped shirts and short shorts, as in never.
And they're always women, yes.
Yeah. Well, it is definitely a cultural thing, that's for sure, but not everybody's appreciating it.
Yeah, it's not our culture.
So just up I-75 is one of Central Florida's most exciting attractions, Busch Gardens, and now they're announcing that Florida's tallest launch coaster will open this spring. It will be named Tigress. So the launch part means you start abruptly, a 150-foot skyward surge, kind of like a catapult, and then it catapults you through an array of loops and twists backwards and forwards at more than 60 miles per hour. It is designed to mimic the agility of the world's largest and most powerful cat, the tiger. So this will be opening later in the spring. So Maria, I have to ask you, because you've got girls that are getting to that age. Are they roller coaster fans? Have you done Busch Gardens?
Not yet. Our oldest is very cautious.
Okay.
So I'm interested to see how she's going to want to go to those rides. It's probably going to be peer pressure, right?
yes,
Right,
yes.
that's what
The
usually gets
friends
them.
want to go, and then she will go. But for her right now, she's very cautious, and I don't push her because I don't like roller coasters.
You don't want to have to go.
not required.
I'm a big Busch Gardens fan, especially since it's only an hour, so up the road. It's a great
Yeah.
family outing. So it's nice to see that they're continuing
Yeah.
to be the roller coaster capital of the
Yeah,
state.
you have to keep going higher and faster.
Yes, you do. All right, well, we're going to check in with our mid-morning forecast, and when we come back, we're going to get a preview of what's happening at Florida Studio Theater.
All right, we're talking about Hurricane Florence. We've been talking about this for several days now. It was a Category 4 the other day, and now it's Category 1, making landfall, and, well, it's packing a punch. Now, the winds aren't as great as a Category 4 hurricane, but when these storms tend to weaken, the wind field expands. So maybe about 100 miles of 90-mile-per-hour sustained winds, which is pretty large. And then it will start to weaken once the storm moves overland and that fuel supply of the water gets cut off. But the heavy rain is going to be the big story out of this storm, maybe up to 30 to 40 inches by the time this is all done. Latest on Florence, Category 1 storms moving very slowly. Another storm in the Caribbean we're watching. This is Isaac. It's a depression, but we'll have to watch this pretty closely to see what happens here. But everywhere else in the country right now, pretty quiet. As far as the boating forecast, looking pretty good today.
Some songs are like a flash in the pan. They come, they entertain us, and they're gone forever. But Gilbert and Sullivan songs last forever. The two men joined forces in the late 1800s to create comic operas, and their works influenced musical theater through the 20th century. And now Florida Studio Theater is giving their beloved songs a contemporary twist in a cabaret production called Gilbert and Sullivan Unplugged. We welcome Matt Kaler, the music director and cast member of Gilbert and Sullivan Unplugged, and a few of his closest friends. So why have these songs lasted so long, Matt?
Well, when they first started, this was a very subversive form of music. It parodied a lot of the class structures of a powerful empire. And what's cool about them is that they're also musically perfect. So they've hung around forever. You know, you've got a clever rhyme scheme, you've got strong pop, it's actually pop song structure, and I think that's why they've been around so long.
We all know them, we've heard them a long time, they've been around a long time, but how do you make them new and fresh and exciting in this show?
That's a great question. So what we do is we strip away a lot of the orchestral arrangements, and we play them on contemporary instruments. So it's more like seeing a band playing Gilbert and Sullivan music, you know.
And you know, they've even become a part of our culture. We hear phrases from this music and don't even know it,
sure,
right?
yeah. They're referenced in pop culture today all the time. You look at Family Guy, Curb Your Enthusiasm, The Simpsons, Hamilton even, yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So you've still got snippets of these songs and snippets of this music sticking around in popular culture today. Yeah.
Well, we would like to hear a little bit of this music full force. Let me get out of the way, and would you guys play for us?
Of course we will. Thanks.
Great, thank you.
little maids from school are we, hard as a schoolgirl well can be, filled to the brim with girlish glee. 3 little maids from school.
Everything is a source of fun.
Nobody's safe, for we care for none.
Life is a joke that's just begun.
3 little maids from school. 3 little maids who all unwary come from a ladies' seminary, free from genius tutelary. 3 little maids from school. 3 little maids from school.
1 little maid is a bright yum yum.
2 little maids in attendance come.
3 little maids is a total sum.
3 little maids from school. From 3 little maids take 1 away.
2 little maids remain and they won't have to wait very long, they say.
3 little maids from school. 3 little maids who all unwary come from a ladies' seminary, free from its genius tutelary. 3 little maids from school. 3 little maids from school.
Ooh, that was awesome. Boy, you sing fast. There are a lot of words in that.
There's a lot of words all over the...
Well, I know Linda always has a dream of being on stage, so would you try to teach her maybe one of the song patterns from the show?
Absolutely, yeah.
Okay, I'm ready.
I'll say the first phrase and then she'll say the second phrase, okay?
And then I say them together?
And then you say them together.
Okay.
To sit in solemn silence in a dull, dark dock.
To sit in solemn silence in a dull, dark dock.
In a pestilential prison with a lifelong lock.
And in a pestilent prison.
Pestilential prison.
Pestilential prison
With
in
a lifelong lock.
Lock.
Yeah. No, let's do it together.
Prison lock.
Yeah, I get that. I just can't say it.
Ready?
Okay.
To sit in solemn silence in a dull, dark dock in a pestilential prison with a lifelong lock. That was perfect.
Okay, do I get the job?
Yeah.
Oh, we will hear you. Oh, yeah, I'm ready. You will not want to see me, but you will want to see these guys. You can see Gilbert and Sullivan Unplugged at the Florida Studio Theater's Court Cabaret through September 23rd. And, of course, you can go to their website for tickets and information. Okay, I'm going to give the instrument back. Would you guys play us to the break, please? We'll be right back.
Part with a pirate's head and a pirate's heart. Away to the cheating world go you, where pirates all are well to do. But I'll be true to the song I sing, and live and die a pirate king.
Every time you purchase a fishing license or register your boat, you're helping to preserve our nation's coastlines, lakes, rivers, and streams, protecting memories for generations to come. Learn how your participation in boating and fishing can help the environment at takemefishing.org/conservation.
According to Golf Digest, 2 of the nation's top golf resorts are on the Robert Trent Jones Golf Trail, the Auburn Opelika Marriott at Grand National, and the Renaissance Ross Bridge Golf Resort and Spa in Birmingham. Plus, the Marriott at Grand National was recognized as Hotel of the Year by Marriott International. Experience luxury and world-class golf Southern style. Visit rtjgolf/resorts or call 800-949-4444 to book your trip to the trail.
Clogged pores are disgusting. Introducing Dermasuction, the easy way to suck that yuck out of your pores. Dermasuction removes blackheads and dirt from your pores. Just look at everything it extracts. The secret's the gentle vacuum action. Watch as Dermasuction extracts so much yuck, leaving your skin feeling clean and youthful.
The gunk that had been pulled out, I was pretty horrified, but better in the Dermasuction than on my face.
It's almost addictive because you can see all this stuff coming out of your skin that you don't even really know is there.
Call now to order order your Dermasuction for just $19.99. We'll also include our small and large body probes, the Sonic Microdermabrasion probe, and the handy travel case, all absolutely free. Order now and you can double the offer. Just pay a separate fee. You can get all this, but you have to order now.
Call 1-800-213-9301. That's 1-800-213-9301. Or visit dermasuction.com. So call 1-800-213-9301 now.
Oh, look! A bouquet of lump-livered drolls.
We went to a real school to show that bullying should be history.
You monkey-elbowed pockmarks. What a bunch of beef-witted pig nuts.
On Monday, October 1st, let's all stand up for World Day of Bullying Prevention by rocking a blue shirt. Together, let's make bullying a thing of the past. Go blue and get your blue shirt at stompoutbullying.org.
This week wraps up National Arts Education Week, a week that's very close to the heart of our guest co-host, Maria Luera, because your position is with Any Given Child Sarasota. So Maria, help us understand both what Any Given Child does to work with this week and why National Arts Education Week is important here in Sarasota.
Well, National Arts and Education Week was passed by the Congress as a House resolution in 2010. So Any Given Child is a national partnership with the Kennedy Center. So we pay attention to everything that's happening at a national level, and all of the arts organizations and individuals coming together to share stories of the power of arts in education. And it's a week where we advocate, and we want to make sure that the message, is always there. So every year we share stories.
Okay, so what are our Sarasota organizations doing hands-on in the schools this week?
So we continue our partner organizations with many of our cultural organizations in Sarasota. Coming up right now in October, we have the Sarasota Ballet doing a wonderful partnership with our third graders, where they get to go for free to see a performance at that ballet. We also have a lot of continuing professional development happening. So we have designated a couple of teachers within our elementary schools to become masters in integrating arts every single day and modeling that with other teachers.
Oh, so you have like an ambassador in the school.
Absolutely.
Who's just making sure, like,
yes,
hey,
we're calling them the strategy movers. They learn the strategies and they model with their students. They model in other teachers' classrooms, and they spread how we can learn and teach through the arts.
And without these programs, some of these kids just don't get exposed to it. So it's so important what you're doing.
Absolutely, yeah. So we're spreading and we're continuing the fight, and we're sharing stories. So if you look on our social media, we use the national hashtag also because of Arts Ed. We know of the transformative power, so it's always a good momentum to come together.
That's awesome. It's a great thing that you're doing, and we know we have such great arts organizations here on the Suncoast. I love the fact that you're working to spread it to the younger generation in the schools. So for more information about arts and education right here on the Suncoast, you'll want to visit anygivenchildsarasota.org and see all the great things they're doing. Coming up next, what is it about that Jeep culture? We're going to learn and check out some cool cars.
Attention, do you have Medicare? Do you want to make sure you have the most benefits and lowest possible out-of-pocket costs? You may be able to lower your out-of-pocket costs and get dental, vision, and prescription drug coverage included in your plan. Call the Medicare Coverage Helpline now to find out what you deserve.
Hi, I'm Dr. Jason Buchwald. Over 3 million people have called the Medicare Coverage Helpline, but there are still many people who don't check to see if they're eligible for more benefits and lower out-of-pocket costs. It's so easy. One simple free call could save you money and get you more benefits. Be smart. Call the Medicare Coverage Helpline now.
Call now to see if you may be eligible to lower your copays and get extra benefits, including dental and prescription coverage. Don't delay. Call to see if you're able to save money and get more benefits now. Call 1-800-711-7200. Again, call 1-800-711-7200 now.
When I was growing up, my mom told us, always treat others the way you want to be treated. She did business with companies that shared her values, like Mutual of Omaha. She had a guaranteed whole life insurance policy through United of Omaha Life Insurance Company, a Mutual of Omaha company. When my mother passed away, her United of Omaha policy helped cover her funeral expenses and bills, and they had money on its way to us within 24 hours.
United of Omaha is here to take care of you.
When you call the number on your screen, we'll help find the right policy for you. If you're between 45 and 85, you can get coverage up to $25,000 with no medical exam. Call us right now at the number on your screen.
Now I know I'll be taking care of my family, even after I'm gone.
United of Omaha guaranteed whole life insurance. Call or go online now. Be there for their future.
You know, fortunately, this was my first job out of college, so I was able to come back home and work in my hometown. I wore two hats. I was sports director and I was a news anchor. I did that for a few years and then decided to go full-time into news. Well, I love our team here at ABC7. We have a great mix, and it really is a great mix of personalities, of experience, that meshes really well into a really strong team. I'm Scott Dennis, and I'm here for you.
Ever since I can remember, I've been intrigued by industrial design and the optimization.
Wait, that's passion? Ever since I can remember, my passion has been industrial design. We need 3D printers for Miss Adams' engineering program so that we are ready to solve 21st century challenges.
Impressive. Think It Up is a new initiative to support student-powered, teacher-led learning projects. Students and teachers, how can you spark great learning experiences in your classroom today? Think It Up.
Welcome back to Suncoast View. We're going to check back in with Chef Jason from Brio Tuscan Grill at University Town Center. And I know a big month coming up at UTC with the Taste of UTC in October. Tell us what Brio's going to offer.
Yep, it's going to be great. We have a lot of great options for lunch and dinner. Just keeping it different for both meal periods. That way you can come in for lunch during the day and then come back for dinner at night and taste something different. And it's all preset menus. So it's going to be great.
And that's the concept of Taste of UTC, is that everybody offers some special menus?
Yep, everybody's going to offer special menus, all preset, so that way you can come in and know exactly what you're going to pay. You can add on wine or appetizers if you want to go above and beyond, but everybody's going to have a lot of great options.
Oh, I love September and October here. So many great deals. All right, thanks. We'll see you in a little bit. Joey?
Their popularity continues to increase here on the Suncoast. Jeep Wranglers are everywhere. They come with endless options, topless, doorless, but it isn't just about driving a cool car. It is an entire culture. So we asked some Jeepers to bring their rides to us and teach us what Jeep life is all about. Let's take a look. All right, so as we are learning, there is a culture all unto its own with the Suncoast Jeep drivers, and Mark Pearson is here to tell us a little bit more about it. Mark, tell us about the camaraderie. I mean, I drive a Kia, and we don't get this.
No, I know you don't do the wave. No, you know, we call it the Jeep family, and Jeepers, you know, it's an outdoor sport more or less, and they like to get together, talk about their Jeeps. A lot of them raise money for charities. It's just a good, fun time.
So describe for me, you know, the profile of the typical Suncoast Jeeper.
You know, I got to tell you something, that we have Jeepers from all walks of life. I mean, we have doctors, and we have groundskeepers, you know, lawnmowers. We got attorneys. We've got, you know, regular guys that own concrete companies. There really isn't a stereotypical Jeeper. You know, it's just somebody that wants to have the fun and enjoy Jeep and the outdoors.
What do you think it is that draws somebody to this culture? I mean, I'm fascinated by all the different things you can do with it, all the, you know, you wave at stoplights, you head off-road on weekends. Why do people want to get involved?
You know, it's fun. You know, I mean, a Jeep is just fun. I have another vehicle, but quite frankly, I have chosen to drive my Jeep more because just getting in it, even if you're driving to work, you're having fun.
Makes you happy.
Makes you happy. Put the top down, put the windows down, you know, turn the music up, and it's just fun. It just says I'm having a great time.
Well, I know all of as much as the Jeepers vary from person to person, the Jeeps themselves vary. So you brought a selection for us. So let's start off with this one. What are we looking at here?
Point out some features that are different on this one.
All right. Well, you know, this is a stereotypical Jeep right here. You know, we have an aftermarket front bumper on it.
Okay.
We've got aftermarket fenders. We have a lift kit which raises a Jeep up. You know, average lift is 3 inches.
Now, it has question. The front bumper, what is this used for, aside from looking cool?
Well, this one doesn't have one on it, but you can put a winch on here. So if you were out mudding or having fun and you got stuck, you could pull yourself out, or you could pull out a fellow Jeeper who got in a rut, so to speak, okay?
So the main purpose would be to hold something like the winch, but the bottom line is you may put it there just because it looks cool.
Winch, you can put lights on here.
Oh yeah, I've seen the lights.
You know, D-rings. This right here is a bare bumper, but you know, somebody might put a pink or a blue or a red D-ring. I mean, you kind of accessorize it like when you put jewelry on in the morning. You know, everybody has their own color.
Yeah, everything's personalized. All right, speaking of color, you brought, let's talk about the yellow one here. This one looks like it's gone through some fun. Tell us about it.
You know, this is a 1992 Jeep. I mean, this is the real McCoy. This is the real deal. This Jeep right here, this is a serious guy that owns this Jeep. I mean, he has a full roll cage in this Jeep. He has a long arm suspension. He's got beadlock wheels so that if he comes by a rock, it protects the rim.
This light here too.
He's got lighting for outside. He's got a snorkel. I mean, he might drive this thing and he might drive this thing in water up above his lights.
Wow. So you could still drive this commuter style on the road, right? No reason not to drive it to work.
Yeah.
But also well equipped to do the rough stuff.
This is where the pavement, you know, hits the road. You know, I mean, this guy right here really uses it to its full extent.
All right, now let's take a look at the red one.
Okay.
Godspeed off-road, it says.
Which I love.
So
this comes up to our waist.
Yeah, this is the other end of the spectrum. So this is the term is mall crawler, because you would drive this to the mall, to the grocery store. I mean, it's too pretty to take off the road.
It's a fancy Jeep.
Yeah, well, you know, it is, and you know, the nice thing about Jeeps is that, you know, between these two Jeeps is where the styles kind of fall into.
Right.
This one has really oversized tires. They're big.
Yeah.
24-inch wheels. It's got fenders. It's got a front bumper. This one has a winch.
And it is a good-looking car. I mean, this is a good-looking Jeep. This is gorgeous.
It is.
So these Jeeps and a whole bunch of others are going to be getting together this weekend for the Suncoast Jeep Festival. Tell us what we can expect. And do we have to be Jeepers to go?
No, you don't have to be a Jeeper to go. It's this Saturday, September 15th at Robarts Arena, Sarasota Fairgrounds. You know, we're expecting 1,000 people.
Stuff for the whole family?
It's a family-friendly event.
Probably a great way to look at different ones too, to see what's out there, learn more.
You know, either you have a Jeep, you can register, come in. There's food trucks, live entertainment. We have an obstacle course. We also welcome the general public to come in too.
It sounds fun, even if we don't have a Jeep, but we're just a Jeeper at heart.
Exactly.
Which I think, can we say that Stephanie and I are now honorary Jeepers?
We'll welcome you to the club.
Thank you. You know, like, I was never really a big car guy, surprise. But I love seeing, like, you know, the fact that because they all share the same love of this one car from all different backgrounds, there is, like, just a nice profile of a Jeep driver, you know?
There's a million things you can do with one. Yes. Like, that's what I can't get over. Like, we're putting wenches on it, but yet it's a mall crawler? Like, it's just because it looks so cool? I mean, because not everybody muds in them.
Yeah, I'm wondering where the off-roads areas are. That'd be fun to go down in the woods and watch.
Well, actually, they're going to be doing a bunch of obstacle courses and a bunch of demos at the Suncoast Jeep Festival. So this is a great event to go to. It is tomorrow, September 15th at the Sarasota Fairgrounds. For more information, all the things that are being offered for the whole family, you can visit suncoastjeepfestival.com. All right, coming up next, we're going to learn all there is to know about bangs with Cutting Loose Salon.
This is an ABC 7 News Update.
Good morning, I'm Ray Collins. Today at noon, Hurricane Florence has come ashore in Carolina, and already over 400,000 people have lost power. The heavy rain should last for several days. And the Lakewood Ranch politician who admitted she lied about her credentials will be in court this morning. We'll tell you what agreement Melissa Howard struck with the state attorney's office. But first, here's the Friday forecast from Josh Stone.
Okay, thanks so much, Ray. Yeah, the big news right now, Hurricane Florence up to our north and east. Our radar remains quiet at this time, but we could get a few showers that could get going later on this afternoon. There's also another tropical wave we're monitoring, actually a tropical depression. This is Isaac. We'll monitor this over the next few days. This is going to track to the west and eventually northwest, but is anticipated not to do much. As far as our high today, topping out at 89, that's average for this time of the year, and we can expect a few clouds later on today.
This fall, experience golf at a higher level, where the courses are exceptionally beautiful and incredibly challenging on Alabama's Robert Trent Jones Golf Trail. Enjoy unlimited golf, including cart and range balls from $112 a day. Beautiful, deadly, irresistible. Is your game ready for the trail? Call 800-949-4444 or visit rtjgolf.com for tee times and get your game on the trail.
The final 2018 Accord clearance is now during our model year-end clearance sale. Drive new Accords for just $249 a month. Get an Accord, the North American car of the year, for less than the competition. With more standard features than Camry, Honda Sensing, multi-angle camera, turbocharged engine, and more. New Accords, just $249 a month. Your last chance for new Accords, all on clearance this week at your local Honda dealer.
Call to see if you qualify to enroll in a Medicare Advantage plan right now. At Humana, we believe great things are ahead of you when you start with healthy. And part of staying healthy means choosing the right Medicare plan. Humana can help. With Original Medicare, you're covered for hospital stays and doctor office visits when you're sick, but keep in mind you'll have to pay a deductible for each. A Medicare supplement plan can cover your deductibles and coinsurance, but you may pay higher premiums than you do with other plans, and prescription drug coverage isn't included. But with an all-in-one Humana Medicare Advantage plan, you could get all that coverage plus Part D prescription drug benefits, all for an affordable monthly plan premium, and in some areas, no plan premium. It's all described in this free book. Call for yours and discover how an all-in-one Medicare Advantage plan from Humana could save you money. There is no obligation and the book is free. Call or go online right now.
Check out My Suncoast Dining on mysuncoast.com for Chef Judy's favorite recipes, restaurant guide, and more. Go to mysuncoast.com/dining.
So it is the iconic question for all women and hairstylists: bang or no bangs? And how do we know what looks best on us and what's in style now? So we asked our hair expert, Cora Please, the owner of Cutting Loose Salons, to join us with some answers about the big decision. Why is this such a big deal?
It really is a big deal. I mean, you can see now with all the celebrities, they're really embracing the bang, and I think that's awesome. But it is a huge commitment, you know. If you don't end up liking it, you have to grow it out.
Right, which can be very painful.
No
fake
bangs. No.
Well, that may not be true. We'll
might
see
have
what's
something
coming up.
today.
So we're going to talk about the celebrity trend, because obviously it does seem right now that bangs are in. So you brought us a couple of images of those who are in the know sporting the bangs, and we're going to start with model Bella Hadid.
Yes.
So tell us about her hair.
I said, well, first of all, look at her. She's gorgeous. She honestly can wear a middle part with no bang or with the bang.
I like her better with the bang, though. I gotta say, her cheekbones look better.
Well, you have to look. She has a very strong, square face, so the softness of the bang is really huge. And we teach that for the young stylists. Like, that is so important. Like, you have to look at the face shape to see if, you know, a bang is really gonna soften, and she is gorgeous.
Because I think most of us come in and say, will we look better with or without? So now I think she looks better with. All right, what about Selena Gomez? What's she doing this year?
Which, of course, look at, she's just so gorgeous. You know, anything. I love the whole soft bob with the soft bang. When we bring up the models today, we're going to talk a little bit about fall hair color, and she's definitely wearing a trend that's we're really seeing a lot of.
Okay, so we are seeing a lot of bang from the celebrities. Now the question is, what do we do with our own bangs?
Yes.
So you've got a couple examples. Let's bring up Trish and talk about her bang. Kind of a Selena Gomez look.
Yes.
Which I love.
Which is where we got the inspiration. But Trish is beautiful, and her cut and her color is strong, bold, and beautiful. And the color that we're seeing this fall is carob, just like Selena. It's really dark chocolate borderline black.
Okay.
And so Trish sports it well. And
Linda, we got to switch here. We're way out. We're a long way from carob. And so bang-wise, that's a very full bang.
Yes, strong.
Doesn't give her a lot of options, though. Is that okay style-wise?
That's the commitment. Like, she is committed to a fringe. So, which is what we call a bang fringe.
Okay, well, it looks good, so it's good to know that's what trending. All right, thank you
Trish.
very much, Trish. So let's talk about the commitment. When you have long hair and it's all one length, I mean, we're talking years of growth.
It's only a ½ inch a month, so to get it back, it really is.
But you say you have a solution for people who are too scared to commit.
Absolutely.
Because I find this scary. All right, Cooper, come on up here and let's talk about it. So this is a gentle bang, kind of graduated, would we call that?
Right, well, what we call Cooper is soft, wispy, sexy, sew in. Her hair color is like an iced caramel latte, so it's cool and warm, both on the same tone. But with the bangs are beautiful, but Cooper, why don't you show us what you have in there?
Oh my goodness, it's removable.
A falsie bang. Look at, you could wear it as a mustache.
Okay, that is the coolest thing I've ever seen. So do you need layers then cut in here to help it blend, or for girls with that, you know, everybody, the young ones have all that all one length hair right now. Would this work?
Yes, and you can actually get the falsie clip-in bang that's a strong fringe. They're wearing it a lot with the ponytails and then putting in a bang. So this really gave, you know, Cooper that, you know, the opportunity to change it up a little bit.
It could not have looked more natural. I mean, really, it blended right in with your layers. Was it comfortable to wear? Did it pull on those baby hairs? All right, doesn't pull on the baby hairs. I know you're not mic'd, so. Okay, well, I'm actually shocked, and I love that we do have options, because bangs are so scary when you go ahead and make the cut. So, Maria, you might be
I want to try that.
What is it, the little clip-in? We can see if it matters. Well, we'd have to get a color match for you.
I've had bangs in the past, so I understand the commitment.
Yes.
The ins and the outs. Well, speaking of commitment, and thank you very much, Cooper, for helping us out today.
Thank you, Cooper.
You have made the commitment to expanding your salon a little bit with a new service area. Tell us about it.
So blow dries, the blow dry bars are a huge trend, especially in the big cities. So we have actually incorporated a blow dry bar in the front of the salon. We have a separate area so the guests that even if they're not our clients or guests can come in for a blow dry. And it's been fun, the girls really love it, as well as an extension lounge. So extensions also are really big. We're going to have more of the temporary clip-ins.
Okay, good.
But a place for our guests, when they are getting extensions, they really don't want to be sitting in the middle of the salon.
I can understand that. It takes a very long time. And I love the blow dry concept, because sometimes you don't want to commit to a whole new do. You just want someone who knows what they're doing to do it.
And you want to just go to someone and maybe not change your hairdresser.
Yes,
and this gives you the opportunity to do that.
All right, always growing. We love it. Lots of new trends to find, and you can find out all about it by going to cuttingloose.net. All right, coming up, Linda, I heard you got caught cheating at a game and eating cookies, and I'm appalled. So we're going to take a look and find out what's going on.
The day you lose your strength is the day you lose your independence. Muscle is lost with age, affecting your energy, balance, and mobility. Before you know it, you're depending on others just to get through the day. But you can reverse and prevent muscle loss. Introducing MyoHealth, a revolutionary proven approach to increased muscle strength and function in as little as 30 days. Live life on your terms with more energy and confidence.
After a serious health issue put me down, MyoHealth's getting me back up again.
I'm doing activities that I haven't done for a long time. It really works.
MyoHealth is a safe, natural dietary supplement, the result of decades of research and 24 human clinical studies. You can live stronger at any age with greater strength, mobility, balance, and energy. Call or go online now and take the MyoHealth 30-Day Strength Challenge.
Recovery from mental and substance use disorders is real.
You can recover.
It's possible. It happens every day.
Never give up on yourself.
Discover hope and help.
I thought I was too far gone. I wasn't.
Join the Voices for Recovery.
The world is a beautiful place again.
For 24-hour free and confidential information and treatment referral for mental and substance use disorders for you or someone you know, call 1-800-662-HELP.
Mark Zupan, part of the U.S. Paralympic rugby team. In my game, movement is everything. I get frustrated when my move is blocked. especially when that guy has no right to be there, even just for a minute. I love a challenge, but I don't like to play this game every day.
A message from the United Spinal Association.
All right, well, if you missed it last week, Stephanie wasn't here, and she missed out on a little bit of fun. So our producer, Kaylee, as a millennial, has been trying to keep us current. So we call it Kaylee Keeping Us Current. She taught us one of the games that's trending online. It's called Face the Cookie. And the whole point, as you can see here, is you put an Oreo cookie on your forehead, and you try to move it down into your mouth using just your facial muscles. So Linda and I tried.
Could you do it?
Well, millennials have not had Botox. I've had Botox.
You can't move your face.
It doesn't move.
Well, I thought that Linda won because she did end up getting the cookie in her
Troy
mouth.
had his eyes
Looking
closed.
back at the footage, instant replay, Linda called in a ringer. There was a little bit of cheating going on with Kaylee and Linda. Yes.
That's great, because Joey's eyes were closed. He had no idea.
No, so look at that. But Linda, I was impressed nonetheless. But it was just a fun little game. And so if your kids or grandkids or nieces and nephews are playing this game now, you know what it is. It's called Face the Cookie. All right.
But your face makeup on.
But your face has to move.
Well, we're not facing cookies. When we come back, we're actually going to be facing some delicious chicken with Brio Tuscan Grill. We'll be right back.
This is an ABC 7 News Update.
Good morning, I'm Stephanie Webb. Coming up today at noon, we're going to tell you how local agencies are planning to help in the recovery and the aftermath of Hurricane Florence. And 2018 marks the 10-year anniversary of the Kaylee Anthony case. We'll take a look back. Right now, let's check in with First Alert meteorologist Josh Stone.
All right, Stephanie, for today, expect calm winds, and then the winds will start to pick up out of the north and west. And over the weekend as well, and that westerly, northwesterly wind is not going to help us out with the red tide, especially if you were sensitive to that. Now, this was the report from the other day on September 11th, but the new report will come out later today, and hopefully all these red dots will be a different color, maybe yellow or just non-existent. That's what we would like to see, but unfortunately the red tide, at least from this latest report, is pretty high. The weekend looks dry for us. By next week, rain chance does increase.
Attention. On January 1st, 2018, the United States Tax Cut Act officially became law. This law also changes Obamacare. If you are uninsured or struggling to afford your current health insurance, there is now immediate relief. Health insurance that's not high-priced Obamacare is now available. Call the Health Insurance Helpline now. It's free. The cost for health insurance has been a serious problem in America, but now the law has changed. So many people don't get the insurance they need because they just don't call. Don't spend money you don't have to spend. Call now. It's free. If you are uninsured or unable to pay for ACA coverage, call the Health Insurance Helpline now. Get what you deserve. Call to see if you qualify for health care or dental coverage that starts immediately. Don't delay. Call now. It's free. Call 800-307-8167. 800-307-8167. Call 800-307-8167 now.
Did you know you could get life insurance for less than 32 cents a day? With guaranteed acceptance whole life insurance through TruStage, you can get up to $25,000 in protection with a single phone call. TruStage can help free your family from immediate financial stress when you're gone.
Utility bills, mortgages, car payments, those are a lot of things that can add up pretty fast.
And even if you're on a fixed income, prices fit your budget, starting at less than 32 cents a day. Plus, your price will never increase and your benefit will never decrease. And with no medical tests or health questions, you cannot be turned down for any reason. Call 1-800-842-7189. Now, for a free, no-obligation quote, TruStage offers plans to fit your budget. Help protect your family from immediate financial burdens after you're gone with guaranteed acceptance whole life insurance through TruStage. Call 1-800-842-7189 now.
Planning a Carnival Fantasy Cruise out of Mobile? Then check out the park and cruise packages at the luxurious Battle House and Renaissance Riverview Plaza hotels. Stay at the Battle House for $169 per night, or the Riverview Plaza for just $149 per night, and leave your car for the duration of your cruise. Includes transportation to and from the cruise terminal. If you're cruising out of Mobile, come stay with us. Call 1-800-MARRIOTT or visit Marriott.com now.
Growing up, my mom was afraid of the water, something she did not want me to feel.
So I enrolled Missy in swim lessons.
It changed my life.
Missy Franklin.
And now you can do the same for someone that you love.
There's nothing more precious than your child's well-being.
So act now before it's too late.
Make us swim! I'm glad I did.
Thanks, Mom. Visit usaswimmingfoundation.org to find, get, or give a swim lesson.
Get breaking news alerts focused on the Suncoast. Download the ABC7 News app.
Welcome back. We're here in Rice's Appliance Kitchen with Chef Jason from the Brio Tuscan Grill at UTC Mall. What are we making? We've got a lot of ingredients going on.
We're going to be making our lemon roasted chicken.
Ooh, I like that.
Put her to work.
So we're actually just going to start off with just a little bit of olive oil in our pan. Now we've actually taken the pleasure of deboning the chicken for you. We just left a little wing in there.
Thank you very much.
This way here, that's
really nice.
It actually cooks up a little bit faster, and then makes it a lot easier for the guests to eat.
Absolutely.
That's nice. And I've heard a lot of grocery stores will do it for you.
Oh,
Which
that's
is nice.
good.
Yeah,
definitely.
I wouldn't be good at that.
So we're just going to put it in the pan. We'll start searing on one side, and then we're going to put it into our oven just to finish it up.
Okay, so it's a quick sear and then into the oven?
Yep.
How long does it stay in the oven?
It's going to stay in the oven for about 10 minutes. So we're going to.
Okay. And then, is that polenta grits?
Yep. So in the meantime, we're going to get our polenta working.
Oh, polenta.
So we've got it partially cooked, and then we're actually going to finish up with a little bit of butter.
Okay.
That's like
just a little bit.
Whoa, seriously?
2 tablespoons, maybe?
So I love it when chefs come to show us these things, but now I have to know that there is thick cream and a ton of butter in here.
Just a little bit of heavy cream.
It's going to make me feel guilty. This is why it's so good when you make it.
It's going to be good, though. You know that.
Oh, it's going to be so good.
We're going to start stirring it around. And then, Linda, if you want to get the bacon chopped up for me.
Very fine chopping?
Yeah, just rough chop in there. We're going to get a little bit of olive oil in our pan. This is going to be for our Brussels sprouts.
Well,
it is the season, right? It's Brussels sprout season.
I know,
okay.
that squash.
Keep your fingers out of the way, because I'm very dangerous there.
So we'll take our bacon.
Now, Maria, I know Will cooks at home. Does he do all the cooking, or do you cook as well?
Oh, I do as well.
Okay.
I enjoy as well, but he particularly wanted to learn it, so I'm letting him.
Letting him feel important.
Great idea.
Now we're going to go in with our capers. We just want to get a little bit of that saltiness in there. And then also our roasted Brussels sprouts. So we just kind of pre-roast them, just a little bit of olive oil and salt and pepper. And then now we're really just going to heat them back up and then get all that flavor going in there.
So when you roast those, I mean, real hot oven, 450, 500?
Yeah, so just 450, and then just to get a good color on them, and then just get them nice and soft. So that way,
olive oil? What do you put on them?
Yeah, just olive oil and salt and pepper.
Okay.
Yep. Don't you feel like people that don't like Brussels sprouts as adults just didn't have them the right way
Absolutely.
as a kid? Because they are delicious as long as they're made right.
I got my eye on that.
And
my mom steamed them. They were slimy.
Yeah.
Yep. No, but I mean, and that's why roasting them, I mean, it really develops the flavor. And then we also finish them with just a little bit of maple and balsamic vinegar. Ooh. So we have a little bit of maple syrup and then balsamic vinegar.
You know how to make all veggies better.
Yeah. But you waited for a while before you put it in.
Yep, so we just wait for a little bit, and then we'll just kind of reduce them in there.
I'm going to order this for the side dishes.
Nope, and we do. We offer it as a side dish. We also offer it, as the plate
so
with the lemon roasted.
So you can pick up Brussels as a side dish?
Yep.
Yeah, this would be so good.
Absolutely, I love it. And you mentioned that this is all part of the fall menu that's coming out for Taste of...
So we've got the fall menu coming up. We're going to have a lot of great changes with Brio, some that I don't even know yet. So it's
don't change too much because we like Brio.
Yeah.
And then we've also got the Taste of UTC, obviously, coming up in October. So
what kind of cheese?
So there's a little bit of smoked Gouda cheese, just to finish off that.
I now
polenta.
know why I like polenta. Butter, cheese, cream.
And this is enough polenta for about 4 dishes. So it's really hard just to make a single batch of it.
Right.
So it looks like a lot, but it's really not too much.
Well, it looks absolutely gorgeous.
And then lastly, with our Brussels sprouts, we're just going to finish it off with just about a tablespoon of butter.
Okay. Well, the flavors look absolutely phenomenal. It's kind of nice to see those fall flavors back on the menus.
Yeah.
I think we forget because it's so warm down here, but it is fall in the rest of the.
And it
the
is.
world.
I mean, it gets a little cooler during the fall time.
Yes, it does.
Or at least at nighttime.
At least we've heard that. It hasn't happened.
What are those guys?
And these are actually some candy pecans. So it's got and they have a touch of cayenne pepper. So it's got a little spiciness, a little sweetness from the sugar.
All
We'll
right.
get those in our Brussels sprouts.
A lot of great flavors. I'm
I
way
can't
more
wait to
interested in
taste
vegetables
this.
now. When
We're
you
going to
make
go
them.
ahead and put these into our plate.
Oh, the smell is amazing. You are going to want to check this out too because there's some great deals right now with the Shoptember. Excuse you, Joey's eating. With the Shoptember deals that are around the area, the restaurant deals. The whole month of October is Taste of UTC, so restaurants like Brio have special fixed price menus of both lunch and dinner. And I know also we'll be celebrating Sarasota Originals with Restaurant Week coming up in October as well. Okay, and then chicken comes out of the oven and we are good to go. Great appetizers if you're on Joey's end of the table.
Yeah.
And also a great wine list. So many great things happening at Brio. Jason, thanks for sharing. Maria, great to see you.
Thanks for
Have
having
a great
me.
weekend. Enjoy the Suncoast view.